Madison with DeerHunterFan TV. This week's show, you're going to see a hunt that I had last Monday. Finally got it. Had a good hunt. Had a lot of deer moving. Got into some deer and was able to fill a tag. And then other than that, I mean, you're going to see a hung a tree stand and a new stand trying to get on Super 8 or the Red Roof, the 10-point. So let's jump right into the action.
Yes. The deer are moving this morning. I wish those other doe would just run away because more deer could come through. Just got an arrow in a doe and it looked like a pretty good shot. Baby. Yes. That was the other 8-point. That was with the 10-point. And that 6 the other day when I missed the 10-point. He came through right at first light. I was in my stand. It was well before shoot light. I was sitting here with my eyes closed, kind of just relaxing, and I hear a grunt and I wake up and there's a little doe fawn and him standing right behind the big oak. seconds if I wanted to shoot them, and all I could picture was Super 8 or Red Roof, and I was like, I can't shoot this buck. If I shoot that 8-point, I'm not gonna get a chance at Red Roof or Super 8. And then he came back through at 30 yards. 45 seconds later, group of doe coming down in front of us. Got one. I'm pretty sure it was a good shot. Maybe just a little bit far back, but I didn't want to flirt with that shoulder blade. I wanted to stay away from that shoulder blade, especially because it was a little bit of a longer shot. 31 yards, perfect. I aimed for 30. I smoked her up and down, perfect. She was, I don't know if I got her running away on camera, but when I last saw her on camera, she was slowing down and had her ears back and she didn't look too good, so. But we're staying in this tree. This morning. I actually thought about shooting that other doe, but I want to save a tag for if I have Paige with me. I want to make sure I have a doe tag. So I got one more doe tag for this area. The other one's not for this area, so I'd have to trade with somebody to get another one for this area. So as of right now, I only have one doe tag for this area. After that one. So yeah, it was a great morning. I'm about to get down. Get back to the gator. Have to go all the way around because I can't get to the deer with the gator from this direction. So gotta go all the way around, go up the other way. Be able to drive up in here and start tracking her.
Okay, so we're up here. It's been a few hours, and the doe was standing somewhere right in here when I hit her. Arrow stuck in her, so there's not going to be blood for probably, I would guess, 50, 60 feet. But we'll start looking. Rub? Oh, bunch of blood. Good eye. But she ran through here. And this is about 5 feet from where I hit her. So if she's bleeding like that, I don't think this is going to take very long. You can kind of walk down and show the blood if you want once in a while. I'm going to keep an eye out for my arrow. That should fall out at some point here. You want to track it?
What, isn't that what I'm doing?
Well, you're just following.
No.
Yeah, I want you to track it. This is a perfect one to track.
Should I see it already?
No, but the blood is so easy to follow. It's perfect for you. And watch for my arrow too.
What color?
It's a black arrow with orange on it, but it's gonna be all blood. Are you still on blood? And the best thing to do is come back to where you last had it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure she didn't go off
Okay.
Yeah, leave.
Okay.
Blood here. Blood here. Blood here. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh. There's a lot of blood there. Okay, now which way she goes? This way? Oh, it looked like she laid down.
No, she was running.
Jesus.
So I don't think she's going to be far, because
That's a lot of blood.
this is all blood that happened in the first 2 seconds.
How did it bleed that much if the arrow was in there?
Poking out the other side.
I found it, but I found it. There's no arrow.
Oh, there it is. It's broke off. She broke my arrow.
Oh yeah, she's a big one.
Well, here she is. She probably ran about 80, maybe 100 yards. And it was a real good shot. Pretty much right where she went out of sight is where she went down. I'm happy with her. She's a nice big doe. And it took 26 days for me to get a shot at a doe. Usually it's not that much of an issue, but the weather was so warm and wet early on, and now with the better, cooler weather, deer are really starting to move more. Even this morning when it was raining, deer are still really on their feet. So I'm really excited about this one. That 8-point that I passed up, if he would have came through earlier in the season before I had trail cam a Super 8 and got eyes on Red Roof, there's a chance I would have shot that buck. But when I first saw him this morning, I realized he wasn't one of those 2 deer, and I realized I didn't want to shoot him. So acorn stand, I was struggling to see deer out of that. This morning, not the case at all. I think I saw 12 deer, and we got one down. So I'm very excited, and now it's time to really go after those bucks. Okay, so I'm getting ready to set a latch on here on this fence line coming out in this field I told you with all the clover. Got like 4 trails here. This is the biggest one, about 18 yards from the tree I'm going to put it in. So I just want to make sure I can shoot this way, which is good because the majority of the time the wind when I'm hunting this in the afternoon is going to be out of the southwest. So I'll be blowing that way. The trails are back here behind me. There's another one right there. There is one in front of me, but it's flooded from a irrigation ditch. So I don't know how much you're using this one. This was always the most popular one. This is where I shot that 8-point with a muzzleloader a few years ago. Actually, look at, there are a bunch of tracks going around it, and this is right under the tree. So my wind should go over them if that happens, but I think that's my best bet for a bow stand here. If I was doing this for gun, I'd be all the way down further down, so that I'm away from the trails 100+ yards. So that when they come out in the field, you got your 100-yard shot. You don't have to really worry about the wind being a little off. But for bow, we got to be close. So this is the tree. Then take some trimming. I got Sawzall. I'm gonna try to get this done. All right, tree stand's done. As you can see, ran one set of ladders up this tree, jump over up this one to the platform. I am freezing cold. Took longer than I thought it would, but it's done right. Super secure. You jump from one tree to the other, it flows super smooth. I know I had all the long tails on the ratchets. I just tied them around the tree instead of cutting them off. It's all right, make it easier to see. I love the view from it. Unfortunately, I didn't have my phone through with me for obvious reasons. I am completely soaked. I'm freezing. I'm going to take a piping hot shower right now, and I'm not hunting tonight. I can't feel my hands, guys. So next week when we jump in, I'll show you the first hunt out of that tree stand that I had. I had deer, and I had deer in bow range. I hope you enjoyed that show. I'm Brian Madison with DeerHunterFan on TV. I'll see you next